Hi, I'm Danielle Schneider. We're here in Casey Wilson's house where a tragedy occurred. And hopefully today, we'll find some healing. Casey, are you ready to face him?
I guess. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Look, what I'm hoping for is just healing from both sides today. So let us please bring out a man who is formative in your life. Dr. Sam, are you ready?
Hello.
Hi.
Oops.
Hi.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Hello. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
how does this feel, seeing each other again for the first time?
It doesn't feel great. I mean, it's hard to cast one's eye.
She's wearing clothes.
So now, Dr. Sam, you're here because you were the emergency doctor on call when Casey had impaction of the medical term poop. And she couldn't get it out. Just couldn't. So you came to Casey's house and you were able to birth this baby, if you will.
Suddenly my phone rings and I hear the story, right? I was like,
Did they say impaction?
They, the words,
I'm looking at everyone.
we take care of situations like this and lots of people through thick and through the thin. And,
thick being the operative
very
word, huh?
Thick is an understatement, you know? And,
What I remember from that day is you saying something that I think you thought would allay my fears. But you know, sometimes with doctors, I was nervous and screaming.
You were screaming.
And so I said, I'm sure you see this all the time. And you said, no. So that was hard. Then I said, so you're like used to it.
Yeah,
you said, it all smells the same.
Like, this isn't something I haven't smelled before.
it's more trauma, actually, to be quite honest, that like, no matter, not trauma, like it's a curiosity, like why? But why?
'Cause I guess poop.
Why does it
always
always? No, it doesn't.
the same.
Everyone's poop smells different, but when it's impacted, let me tell you.
Danielle, you don't need to tell us.
As far as impactions go, 1 to 10, where was Casey's?
I knew as soon as my finger went in. I knew that we were going to make it through this.
As soon,
you know.
So if you can get a digit in, you know, we're going to make it.
You know, it's more of the texture of what's going on inside. Yeah. But yeah, I got that. The digit is in there.
At what point, when like it's not coming, did you say we're going to need a bigger boat? And that boat is called morphine.
Yeah, I don't, typically turn to the big guns like that.
Yeah. Did you sense a drug addict in me?
I sensed a soul in agony, at the wit's end.
Or a low pain tolerance.
Right.
Now, one thing you did say to me at the time was that it made it so hard because Dr. Sam was also very good looking.
Why are you doing this to me and to Dr. Sam?
You did say
and
that
his
that
wife
made
and
it,
his family.
That made it worse.
It's definitely harder. Now, I was on morphine, and I have not been able to look at you today. And I'd like to take this opportunity to ask, are you a doctor?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dr. Sam, can you take us through your patented 3-step process to clear the clutter?
Yeah. So we start off on the bed, curled up, plenty of lubricant, always necessary.
Danielle, I cannot do this much longer.
I did suggest lube when you called me. I don't have a doctor's
Lube
license.
is the start of it. And you guys don't even know. Like, I was running out of lube. I was like, the panic that set in when I was like, because we rinsed and repeated.
Let her know.
Oh no, I could not. That's just not professional. It's like, I'm sorry. I was out of the pee pads, the doggy pee pads. I was out of lube. I was running out of gloves. Like, I was
You
gonna
were running out of gloves.
Yeah.
What would you have done in that moment? You're a rural doctor.
spit on your hand.
In
So
this process.
curled up in a ball. Curled up in a ball. Throw the lube on. Insert the digit. Break up what you can. And then let's get you into the tub. Go lay down in the tub. Would you like a pillow? Would you like your phone? Relax, chill. Little tube goes in the
so there's a tube.
Hole. Oh, yeah.
There's a tube in
big bag of fluid.
and you're shooting that up so that we can bring the rest down.
Basically what you're doing is you want to soften it up. So you're like, so basically I'm telling, all right, Casey, whatever you've been trying to do, like don't. Now we want you to hold everything in as long as you can. Give it 10, 15 minutes, timer goes off. It's like, all right, now step 3, get to the toilet and give it all you got. I am missing an IV pole and I'm pretty sure I left it here.
I don't know anything about that. I'm serious. I don't know what. Are you serious?
A little sus. I was texting you and I didn't get any response.
I don't know what he's talking about. Seriously.
You get to the toilet, you empty yourself. Is there a point where you're like, there's nothing left? Or was there always
well there's nothing
left?
coming out. It's just like water coming out.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Yes, Danielle.
It's like
I thought I'd be more embarrassed with you. I'm embarrassed about my friend
yeah, but
in front of
she
you.
doesn't know. She
doesn't
hasn't been
know.
there.
She
She hasn't been
doesn't
through
I
it.
drink water. I don't know.
Wow. She's always riding on the coattails of my misfortune.
Now, I have to be honest with you, Dr. Sam, and we have to be honest with you. Casey is sort of the architect of her own demise in that...
What? You're blaming me?
Well, Casey does not drink water. She doesn't.
That is not true. I do drink some. Does it even have that much to do with it?
No, I mean, it does. It does, definitely. You know, you don't want to... The two big things that, like, people do that causes this, not enough water, not enough walking. You just gotta people are sitting on their asses all day, right?
Oh,
that's is
one-two
there
punch.
some?
For the record, I've been drinking a ton more water.
Excellent.
You wouldn't even
No
believe.
more
You're
Coke,
glowing.
no more
Your
Diet
skin
Coke.
Your skin is looking hydrated. You're looking
Dr.
wonderful.
Sam. Stop.
and Casey, this didn't just affect you; it affected your entire family.
Unfortunately.
I have good hearing, so when I heard upstairs, I heard a lot of screaming. I don't know if my mom got in a fight with another person or if she's okay. I don't know what was going on up there.
Out of the mouths of babes.
To know his own mother was in pain.
With a fist up my butt. It's not easy. I have to live with this.
He has to live with this. Now, I want to ask you, at some point, you made a decision to not just bring in God, the Son, the Holy Ghost, the lube, the gloves, but you needed to do something else. And that was call on the gods of music.
So I'm in the tub. And this is where it gets hard, this part. I hate telling this part every time. I'm in the bathtub taking selfies.
You were.
I'm on morphine with a strange man in the other room. Although I did appreciate you stepping, obviously, away. And then I hear you say, you kind of popped your head back in at one point and you said about my husband's guitar. Uninoodle? And I said, no. And then you said, mind if I? And then the next thing I know, as I'm lying there, I hear you pick up the guitar and play You've Got a Friend in Me. Randy Newman.
I had a moment where I was like, what's more personal? Do I ask for her Wi-Fi password?
Do you think it soothed you?
I do, because it was so improbable. It was so insane. It was unexpected, for sure.
Now, Casey is a celebrity.
Yeah.
She has been on the stage and the screen and in people's ears.
We're in there.
But when you saw the scope of the work that was ahead of you, were you just hoping for a bigger celebrity? I hope, Dr. Sam and Casey, that there's been some healing today.
I think there has.
Yeah, good. Dr. Sam, now that we're through this, are you finally rid of the nightmares, of the angst, of what this has done to your brain and your life?
I mean, I forgot about it pretty quick afterwards.
Rude. No, hurtful. I'm sorry. Rude. You don't see this and forget. No.
I wish you had my view.
So in the end, Casey's end got cleared out, but I felt there was still some blockage on Dr. Sam's end, and the only thing that could clear that out was exposure therapy.
Is this my IV pole?
Let's just get back to it. So, Dr. Sam, if you would do us the great honor
Sure. What?
today of playing a little ditty that we all know so well. I don't know if you have to tune up.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. My fingers are rusty. I'm nervous.
You weren't that day. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. And the road looks up ahead and miles from your own sweet bed. You just remember what your old friend said. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Not bad.